Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Let's have a look at problem 2360 again, longest cycle in a graph. So this problem is a typical graph problem for detecting cycles. So we can use DFS, and here we are going to present another format of DFS solution. But the purpose is the following. So we're going to mimic the find method in the union-find abstract data structure and make some loose connections with other problems. So in this problem, we're required to return the length of the longest cycle in the graph. If there are no cycles, so we're going to return -1. So in this problem, the graph or the node neighbor relations are given by a edges list or edges array. So notice that if there is no outgoing edge from node I, we're going to, the assumption is that edges I equals to -1. So with that said, let's look at the two examples here. So in example 1, there are a length 3 cycle, so the return is 3. And in example 2, there are no cycles, the return is -1. And in this problem, it also assumes that the number of nodes can up to 10 to the power 5, which is a decent large number. And also there are no self cycles. So with that said, let's look at the method here. So we are going to provide another format of depth first search solution. So the method is going to mimic the find method in the union-find abstract data structure. So for convenience, you can see many implementations of union-find in my playlist or channel according to different use cases. So the idea actually is straightforward. So if we consider the node neighbor pairs, so if we like, actually we can also think of this as node parent pairs in the union-find data structure. So how to find the root via find method for a node, say in union-find. So assume that A has a parent B, and B has a parent C, and C has parent D, and D has parents being itself. So in this case, D is the root for A. So in other words, we are retrieving in a chain of relationships. So in this problem, for detecting cycles, if we have A has neighbor B, B has neighbor C, C has neighbor D, and D has neighbor back to A, then there is a cycle starting from A by way of B, C, D, and come back to A, and the cycle length is 4. So if we compare the two scenarios, actually they're the same in idea. That is, retrieving from a chain of relationships. So as for cycle length information, so typically there are two ways to get this information. We can either store index when we do the traversal, or we can iterate by incrementing a count variable. So here we are going to take the second one. That the reason is that we want to mimic the specific find method. So lastly, another loose analogy might be for the find lowest common ancestor for two nodes in a binary tree. So we can similarly use the idea of retrieving information in a chain. So actually for this lowest common ancestor, there are other methods like recursion. So assume that we have a chain of relations represented by two roots or two paths from the root to nodes. Then the last common one will be the lowest common ancestor. So this is a C for the example here. So you can see the corresponding videos for this problem. So with that said, I guess we are ready to write the code, so which is short and intuitive. So by the assumption in this problem, because we can actually interpret, so each node can lie at most in one cycle, right? So where is the assumption? So here, each node has at most one outgoing edge, right? So first, let's do some initialization, or preparation. We're going to get the length of edges, and we are going to set the result to be -1 first, based on the problem assumption. And then we're going to initialize a set. So first we will put -1 in the set due to this assumption. If there is no outgoing edge from node I, we're going to the corresponding information is edges I equals -1. That's why this -1 is special. And next we're going to do the main loop. So this is the for loop, actually for I in range n. So if I is not in visited, we're going to do traversal from those I. So if let's see, if I not in visited, so we're going to do traversal. So you can see DFS. So we're going to have a start. Let's call it this I, and then we're going to set a current visited site. So this current visited will play the role of cycle detector. Then basically it's a while loop. While start not in visited. Then what we are going to do is that we add this start to the large set visited, and also we add it to the current visited site. So add start and then current visited and start. This means that we visited the start node, and then we are going to set start to be the next. So edges start. So this is actually no difference from the find method in uinion-find abstract data structure implementation. So this is the one step. So this way, actually, if we track information in the current visited, we can detect if there is cycle or not. So actually, to get the cycle length, so typically the two ways of treatments. First, we can store node and the index, or the time we visited that index, or we can use a counter to count. So here I'm going to use the latter, use a counter to count. So here, if start is in, so current visited, it means we find a cycle. So in this case, we are going to get the cycle length and then update the result variable. So cycle length, I'll set it to be 1 first, and then we're going to start from node. So edges node. Then it's another while loop. So while node does not equals to the start. So then we're going to set the node to be the edges next, and then we're going to update the cycle length by 1. So after we exit this while loop, then we get the cycle length, and then we should update the result variable to be the maximum of the previous state and the current cycle length. So this is a standard. So notice that, so in this while loop and this while loop, so the idea is the same as in the find method. So we are retrieving information in a chain of relationships. So with that said, let's do the return. So we're going to return the result. So that's basically the full solution for this specific problem. Let's do a special case check. So local variable node referenced before. Okay, let's denote that. So node equals edge. So here is start. Yeah, it passes a test case. Now let's look at the generic case. Yeah, it passes all the generic cases. So I would say that this is a full format for this solution. So actually it's good to compare this solution with the implementation of find method in uinion-find abstract data structure, or check other problems which we need to retrieve information in a chain of relationships. With that said, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much.